Students, I am Miss Swagatika. Today we'll learn Standard 9 Geography, Chapter number 6, Topic Igneous Rock. Formation. The word igneous is derived from the Latin word ignis, meaning fire. These rocks were formed due to cooling, solidification, and crystallization of hot molten material of the earth known as magma found at the great depth in the interior of the earth. They are called primary rock because they form the basis of formation of other types of rocks. Related to this paragraph, what is the question? What is the formation of igneous rock? How the igneous rock is formed? Cooling, solidification and crystallization of hot molten material of the earth helpful for the formation of igneous rock. Next question. What do you mean by magma? Hot molten material, those are present below the earth crust is known as magma. Clear? Now characteristics of igneous rock. First point, they are hard and compact. They are formed by solidification of molten magma. They are granular and crystalline in shape. They are either fine grained, smooth and compact, or may have large crystals with coarse texture. The size of the crystals depend on the rate of cooling of the molten material. These rocks are less affected by chemical weathering because water does not percolate in this rock. Most of them consist of silicates. They do not have layers and generally weather by mechanical weathering or physical weathering. They are associated with the volcanic activity and are found mostly in the volcanic region. Among these points, either you write any three characteristics on the basis of marks. Suppose 3 marks are there. What are the characteristics of igneous rocks? You can write the EG point. They are hard and compact in nature. They are formed by solidification of molten magma. They are granular and crystalline in shape. Most of them consist of silicates. They are not affected by the word chemical weathering, but because of the water does not percolate through it. These are the points. Any 3 points among the 9 points you can write their characteristics. Here given the igneous rock. Igneous rock. Now we'll discuss about the what next one. Classification of igneous rock based on origin. There are two types. On the basis of origin, igneous rocks are two types. One is extrusive igneous rock and one intrusive igneous rock. Very simple. What do you mean by extrusive igneous rock? Rocks, those are found outside of the earth crust is known as extrusive igneous rock. Intrusive igneous rock, these are present below the earth crust. Now we'll discuss detail about the extrusive igneous rock first. They are formed outside the earth crust. Clear? Such rocks are smooth, crystalline and fine grained. They are also called volcanic rocks. And the name of the extrusive igneous rocks are known as volcanic rock. They are smooth, crystalline and fine grained in nature. Basalt is a common extrusive igneous rock and forms lava flows, lava sheets and lava plateau. What are the outside the earth crust? What are the features are formed or they belong to the extrusive igneous rocks landform? Lava flows, lava sheets and lava plateau. Now intrusive igneous rock. They are found inside the earth crust. Clear? Such rocks are coarse texture, hard rocks with large crystals, granite, dolomite, etc. are the intrusive igneous rock and are formed. What are the landforms? Batholith, laccolith, seals, dikes, necks, etc. We'll discuss about the each landforms formed by the volcanic deposition. Here given the picture of intrusive igneous rock and here given extrusive igneous rock landforms. Volcano, lava flow, surface of the earth. These are present. These are outside above the earth crust. And what are the intrusive? Batholith, seals, laccolith, magma. These are intrusive. Now we'll discuss about the various landforms. Those are formed by the solidification of magma both inside and outside. At first inside, batholith. Batholith. What do you mean by batholith? This is the batholith. It is an intrusive deposition of magma form this it. It is a dome-shaped intrusive landform with no definite floor and they form cores of mountain ranges. This is the picture of batholith present below the earth crust. It is dome-shaped intrusive landform. Next one given laccolith. Laccolith also a dome-shaped deposition of magma just below the earth crust. How can you distinguish batholith and laccolith? Batholith present greater depth below the greater distance from the earth crust, but laccolith is present near to the earth crust. Laccolith is a dome-shaped deposition of magma just below the earth crust with flat bottom part flat in nature. Then sill. Solidification of magma horizontally between the layers of rock is known as sill. If the magma deposited horizontal manner, that is known as sills. Dikes. Solidification of magma in a vertical manner fills the cracks and fissures in existing rocks are known as, or it moves upward, is known as dikes. Sill means solidification of magma in a horizontal manner below the earth crust, but dikes means solidification of magma in a vertical manner below the earth crust. Then given next, solidification of magma at the passage of the extinct volcano is known as neck. Already we discussed about the volcanic chapter. We already discussed about the extinct volcano. If the magma solidified at the passage of the extinct volcano, it developed next. Then we'll learn about plutonic rocks. What is the plutonic rock? Intrusive igneous rock of large size crystals at the great depth due to slow cooling of magma develop the plutonic rocks. If the magma takes more time for cooling below the earth crust, it develop the large crystals that is known as plutonic rocks. What do you mean by hypobasal rock? When the magma cools at intermediate depth, it forms minor rocks known as hypobasal rock. Hypobasal rocks are minor in size because when the magma cools at intermediate depth, it forms the minor rock that is known as hypobasal rocks. Now we'll discuss about the classification on the basis of chemical composition, means classification of igneous rock on the basis of chemical composition. First one given acid igneous rock and second one is given basic igneous rock. What do you mean by acid igneous rock? First we'll discuss. These rocks have silicate content between 65 to 85%. Silica concentration is more in the acid igneous rock. They generally lack in iron and magnesium but deficiency in iron and magnesium. They are light in color. Acid igneous rock light in color. It is made of large crystals of quartz, feldspar, mica, etc. And granite is a acid igneous rock. The best example of the acid igneous rock, granite. Are you clear? Acid igneous rock contains more silica, less iron and magnesium. They are light in color. They are made of large crystals of quartz, feldspar and mica. Granite is the best example of the acid igneous rock. Now we'll learn about the basic igneous rock. They have higher percentage of oxides of denser elements of silica. Contents varies between 40 to 60%. They are generally rich in iron and magnesium. Iron and magnesium amount is more but silica amount is less. They are dark in color. Basalt, dolerite, gabbro are the typical example of the basic igneous rock. Basic igneous rock is darker in nature but acid igneous rock lighter in nature. Acid igneous rock will find out the more amount of silica, less amount iron and magnesium, but basic igneous rock will find out the more amount of the which one, that is iron and magnesium but less amount of silica. You can easily distinguish acid igneous rock and basic igneous rock. Now the important igneous rocks are gabbro, basalt, granite, dolerite, feldspar, obsidian, then permardite, shoria and also pumice stone. These are the example of the what? Various igneous rocks. Related to this portion, related to the igneous rock, you can easily find out the various questions. Write the formation of igneous rock. What are the characteristics of igneous rocks? How can we classify the igneous rock on the basis of origin? First one, extrusive igneous rock and the intrusive igneous rock. According to the basis of origin, there are two types. On the basis of, given here, on the basis of chemical composition, there are again two types, acid igneous and basic igneous. Name some intrusive landforms. Otherwise, you can ask, draw a neat and level diagram to show the various intrusive and extrusive landforms. Those are formed by the magma deposition or lava deposition. Magma deposition will find out the seals, batholith, laccolith, but due to the, if the magma come outside, lava deposition will find out the surface area, lava flow, lava plateau, volcanic plateau, etc. Please, you will prepare this chapter. If any doubt, you can clarify. Later we'll discuss the exercise. All the best. Take care. Thank you.